Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Other maybe around us, right?
Oh, this is which one? Maslaha?
Maslaha Mursala.
Oh, the latest slide, is it?
Yeah, because this is important and or very easy if you study personally. No, or means like some social costumes, our tradition. If it is not like contradictory with Quran and Hadith, we can take it.
Like example?
For example, in Malaysia, like when you give salam, you bowing, right? So those who are strong Salafi, they said you are like prostration, like sujood. So, but is according to them is not allowed. But for us, is moderate. Try to avoid. But if you do, it's not haram. But they say directly haram. Because it is your culture. You are not doing intentionally that I am bowing someone. That means I am doing prostration to him or so. Then urf. If you go Arab, they wearing the long jubba, right? As a aura. Our sister wearing niqab. But most of you wearing baju kurung. Is it baju kurung? Okay. So baju kurung is also urf. So if you say that you have to wear the jubba, so what is the purpose of jubba? To cover your aura. So the baju kurung also the covering the aura. So the purpose is same, the achievement is same. So baju kurung is considering what? For you, it's covering your whole body nicely. Then if you go the subcontinent, they wear the shari. But shari is not aura. Because my wife also wearing shari. Shari not aura, because shari you can see some of the part is exactly at home only. But if you see Indian women, they go with the shari and you can see some of the part of the body. I am very frank lah, because it's Sharia. Yeah, you need to understand clearly. Then, but if you wear the sarwal and kameez, the one young lady normally wear, not shari, the another dress.
Okay, the long one.
The long one, three. One is one, then one other.
And then there's like a big pants.
Yeah, big pants, sarwal and kameez.
Yeah.
So if you wear sarwal kameez with the what is called
Long
one, like you wear like a tudung, that is also covering aura. Okay. So all the traditional things like which is not contradictory with the Quran and Hadith and purpose the goal. Okay, and you achieve your main goal, what? Covering the aura. So no problem. My sister asked me the urf, example of the urf. So there are a lot of urf.
So if you ask question, we put baju kurung.
Yeah, can as an aura. Baju Melayu. Anyway, we start Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So it has two terms. One is istisla or maslaha mursala. So can we follow only one? I want to make it easy. Maslaha mursala. Okay. So maslaha mursala, or you can say maslaha. No problem. Yes. Istihsan. Yes.
My first question is that if let's say we run based on ihsan, can is it to be the source of reference for following cases, or is this one time? Number one, because there are many.
There are many issues coming in front of us, right? Every time. Yeah.
So let's say, for example, in case of Umar, the death, Umar said cannot be punished because that time was. And then later on in the future, when there is, you have to apply again another, discussion for Islam, or that is considered a precedent.
Okay.
Number one. And number two, is it a personal ijtihad of a certain leaders or is it like
For whole.
jumhur, yeah,
MashaAllah. This is, I want to say in the introductory in this maslaha. Istihsan can be both individual and common. Mostly individual. But maslaha mostly common, public interest. That's why maslaha mursala we translate public interest. And istihsan we translate preference, giving priority. So from the meaning also you understand clearly. Priority means it will have many situations. So based on situation you have to give preference, priority. Okay? So you second question already answered. The first question, if I did not get you wrong, of course there are two types of things. Something like is only that time, it will not be repeating. And some it will be repeating based on the situation. Okay?
if let's say something happen,
And
do they like go back to the database of all,
yeah.
and then find if there is none, then give another assistance? Or,
Yeah.
it's always case
No, not always. It's based on situation system. Maybe some station in Malaysia, the same station will not be in my country. Ah,
It's like what's
yeah, it's like urf. That's why I said ijtihadic tools mostly interrelated, but you must have the ability to differentiate. Like here, what you have asked me, I want to tell you in the introduction. Istihsan more on individual purpose, and maslaha mursala is public interest. The interest related to person is istihsan. Mostly, I said mostly. Sometimes will be for general people, but maslaha mursala is for all. So that's why, if let's say you want to apply for electricity, maybe you build a new house. This is istihsan or maslaha mursala. You don't have electricity or gas line, but in Malaysia you use the gas cylinder. But some country they have direct line. You need to apply. So now the gas and another issue I can tell you, the istihsan and maslaha mursala more on our daily needs, not like directly Sharia issue. You understand? Okay. So now you see, I give you example. You are building a new house, no electricity yet. Now you want to apply. Is it maslaha mursala or the istihsan?
only you don't.
Is benefit, right? Beneficial for you, not for others.
So it's
Is istihsan?
it's public, it's like road and
Yes.
right?
Road, hospital. So if we discuss this slide, I try to make it more clear. I think many things will be more clear. Okay. So the root word of maslaha is swalamha. Salaha or saluha, both can be pronounced. Both can be pronounced saluha or salaha. That means to be good, to improve something. So maslaha or istisla means this one. Can all of you memorize this one? Jalbul masalih or daful mafasid. This one on the whiteboard, not in the screen. I am reading, but you cannot find in the slide. Whiteboard. Jalbul masalih or daful masalih. So the objective of maslaha mursala is this one. That means solve the problem and to remove the jalbul masala, to carry the goodness and solve the problem. These two objectives will go together in maslaha mursala. So always maslaha mursala objective will be what? solving problem and also carrying the goodness. So in Usuliyin, they make it as a Islamic what? We call it legal maxim. Qawaid fiqhiyah. This one, Jalbul Masale or Jalbul Masale or Daf'ul Mafasid, carrying the goodness and solving the problem. So this is the main principle or main objective of the Maslaha Mursala.
What is the translation again, Ustaz?
Jalbul Masale, carry the goodness and solving the problem. Just very simple meaning. Is it difficult, brother? Okay. Usul is like a mathematics, okay? Mathematics for many people is very hard, but those who understand, they enjoy. Usulul fiqh also same. Is quite, matter of understanding, not memorizing. If you memorize, you can pass exam, but you will not be mustahid. Okay? Okay, I repeat. Very simply, to remember. Okay? Number one, Maslaha Mursala, we translate public interest.
Public interest.
Okay. Secondly, is objective, or we can define the issue, query the goodness, and solve the problem. Clear? Okay. Same thing, but in another word, like acquisition of benefit and countered the haram. Okay? Countered the haram. So, is related to economic, legal, and medical issue normally. So, this issue will involve with the Maslaha Mursala. That's why I said our daily needs. Medical issue, economic, legal, right? These three are very important in our life. Every one of us, every week, we deal with these three things. Economic issue, medical, different procedure, legal issues. Right? Now the definition from some scholar, but I skip it. You can skip it also if you don't want to read, but it's what I mentioned now. Maslaha Mursala is public interest, something beneficial for common people. Then the objective of Maslaha Mursala is carrying the goodness and solving the problem. It's basically related to our daily needs like economic, legal issue, different procedures, and medical issue. But Ghazali mentioned, you remember Maqasid al-Sharia? See, I wrote the word also, Maqasid al-Sharia. Those who remember Maqasid al-Sharia, Zururiyat, Hajiyat, Tahsiniyat. Do you remember? So, Dururiyat, how many things? 5 things. Who mentioned? Okay, I give you A. So, can you tell me what are these 5? Okay, protection of life, property, dignity, intellect. Okay, Deen, religion. Deen means here not common religion, it means Islam. We can say protection of Islam. So Imam Ghazali said, actually Maslaha Mursala means something beneficial which related to Maqasid al-Sharia. Okay, which related to Maqasid, because these 5 are related in our life. Right? Medical issue means what? Protection of life. Right? So he defined in different way. That means Maqasid al-Sharia related issue is Maslaha Mursala. So please you remember only this principle, the carrying the goodness and solving the problem, and which is for common public interest. That's all. Okay, that's all I think. Different scholars have differing views. I try to skip it because, okay, now I repeat this maqasid al-shariat 3, daruriyat, hajiyat, tahsiniyat. Sister Aznurita, can you define, define means what is your understanding? I am not asking you to what you memorize. I mean, what is your understanding about hajiyat?
Hajjat, complimentary. Daruriyat is for me to cover my aura, and hajjat is for me to buy nice iPhone.
No, that is tahsiniyat. Okay, you define 3: daruriyat, hajiyat, tahsiniyat. Who can share with us what you remember, sister? Do you remember these 3? Okay. Daruriyat, sister, very easy. Just 5 things. That is, most priority in our life, right? Protection of your life, protection of your deen, your dignity, your wealth. So these 5 are daruriyat, number 1. But out of these 5, we have like hajiyat, like food. You cannot, survive without food. But you can survive maybe one day, right? Or 2 days. Or is based on your strength. That one is hajiyat.
So it's like
Yeah. So hajiyat and daruriyat, the 5 things, is based on situation can be hajiyat, based on situation can be daruriyat. Remember I say? So food actually is hajiyat. But when I say since 2 days you don't have food, so it's become now for daruriyat. Because it's now you're going to die. So protection of life. But if I don't take lunch today, it's not protecting my life.
still
But if Malakul Maut comes, that's different issue. Right, brother? إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. When Malakul Maut come, anytime come and we die, that is another issue. But normally if I don't take lunch today, I'm not going to die. But if I don't eat next 2 days, then I am like so hungry and like very critical situation, right? So that time is daruriyat.
So if I don't eat now and I don't die now because of just
No,
meal,
it's not matter of die. It's like I am not eating lunch. So that is,
not threatening.
yeah. Is not like something is harmful for my life. Okay, so that's why it's hajiyat. But the same issue, food issue, after 2 days, you are not eating since 2-3 days and so hungry, and even doctor said if you don't eat now, you are about to die, right? That time is daruriyat. So daruriyat, we understand the 5 things, but hajiyat is based on situation, also related to that 5 things. And tahsiniyat means something if I do is good, if I don't do, no problem. I have 3 tudung, now another tudung I want to buy is up to you. Okay, I have 1 house, now I have enough money, I can buy another house. That is another tahsiniyat. Okay, how to translate it? Most preference item is daruriyat. Then preparable is hajiyat. Then but they use here hajiyat complementary. Actually, this is not the true meaning. Complementary is like tahsiniyat.
So meaning in each level, so we have the 5 for daruriyat, right?
Yeah.
So at every level, you look at it in that 5 level perspective.
Yeah. And this is related to our today's discussion.
Yeah.
Maslaha Mursala, Imam Ghazali said that something for public interest. That means is related to our 5 objective,
Yeah.
right?
So the 5 is the key now. We have
Yeah.
to look at everything based on this 5.
Of course, these 5 key, based on this 5 key, we have a lot of things like we can answer. We can answer. So maslaha mursala, when it comes to the classification, some of you are worried, how to remember the classification. Okay. But do you have time for revision at home? So if it is the answer, that means we cannot achieve our goal. Yeah, if you only defend on the class, that is not enough. I know this thing since intermediate level, but still, whenever I teach, I go for a lecture, I have to do revision at least one time. And this should be for any lecturer, for any teacher. That is our job. But for you, I request all of you. I know all of you have a family, and also maybe you are working. But whenever you have time, try to minimize WhatsApp, Facebook, other things.
Try to what?
Minimize.
Oh, we hardly use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't even.
No, at least if you do our classes every 2 weeks or 1 week, so at least can 1 or 2 times revision, I think you can remember more. Okay, maslaha mu'tabara mim ain ta ba ra ta marbuta mu'tabara. Mutabba'a.
Mu'tabar, but ain is that? No.
No, mutabba'a.
Oh.
Is it mutabba'a or mutba'? Two. Oh, mu'tabara. Okay, mu'tabara.
So there's an ain. Mu'tabara. Tabara. Yeah.
Mu'tabara, then
And
Mulga.
mursala.
the second will be mulga.
Mulga.
Right. I think this is diagram, mu'tabara, mulga, then mursal. So we call it maslaha mursala, right? Because this one commonly used, but we try to differentiate these 3. Mu'tabara is here we use one word, lawgiver. Actually, if you use the shari' means lawgiver, means actually Allah. So lawgiver means here Allah. Is actually translated is shari'. So who is the owner of Sharia? Owner means like authority of the Sharia, Allah. So when you see the word lawgiver, that means Allah. In Arabic we use shari', shin alif ra ain. This is the very suitable word. But when we write from English book, they use all in English term, and only Hashim Kamali book is the most authentic. The most comprehensive book in the market, written in English.
Shari'.
Shari', shin alif ra ain. Shari'.
So the lawgiver always is Allah.
Okay, so mu'tabara and mulgha and mursala. Can we just discuss the example? Okay. So mu'tabara, we already discussed maslaha or istislam is like according to Imam Ghazali, is related to maqasid al-sharia, right? So mu'tabara means, literal meaning means counted. That means which are related to maqasid al-sharia and protecting life like by the law and defending the rights of our ownership. Okay, so I mean very simply we can say that's related to, directly related to maqasid al-sharia is mu'tabara. Okay, if you see the honor of the individual by penalizing the adultery and false accusation, which one related from maqasid al-sharia? Dignity. So anything come, you have to go back out of this five. Okay. So now first one, protecting life. Which one is clear? Protecting life. Then defending the rights of ownership.
Protecting wealth.
Yes, mashallah. So we have to understand like this practically. Okay. So honor. Honor means like you respect. Your honor is protecting of your dignity. Okay, so anything related to these five maqasid al-sharia, it has the punishment in the Quran and Hadith. Okay, so mu'tabara means it is counted as a sharia rulings from the shari, from the lawgiver. So just simply we try to remember mu'tabara, I mean something, our maslaha related issue is directly involved with the maqasid al-sharia. Okay. Like so in that cases you see the validity of masla in these cases is definitive. Definitive means qat'i. That means we cannot change because it's from shari, from Allah. So we cannot change it. Okay, and no deviate. Now if you ask me why 5 times salah, why cannot be 6 times? No debate, because it's qat'i, it's definite, already fixed. Then if you say if man can marry 4, why as a girl I cannot marry 4 men? Have you heard one atheist like named Taslima Nasrin? Daud Haidar. You never heard? Daud Haidar also. Daud Ibrahim. Oh. No, I mean this Taslima Nasrin, she said if men can get married for, she's from Kolkata, India, but originally in Bangladesh, but now she is a citizenship. She got citizenship of India and she lives in Calcutta. You heard the name Calcutta? Yeah. It was the capital city when the British ruled subcontinent. Like when Das ruled the Malaysia, the Malacca was the capital city, right? Even you don't know that. Subhanallah. Anyway, so okay, brother, is it clear? So mu'tabara means something related to the maqasid, and also we cannot change this from shari.
So we can say related
But
to maqasid.
yeah, but these things we have the rukhsa. Rukhsa means like even though you perform 5 times, but there is a certain time for the mother and sister, you no need to pray. Is rukhsa. right? You have a 3 to 10 days, no need to pray. And when our mother delivered the baby, how many days?
40 days.
Those who are not married, non-married here, no. Those who are not married, maybe they know. Because I asked this. Yesterday I had a class. I asked this question. They don't know. I said, if mom delivered the baby, how many days you are exempted from the salat? Everyone look at me. No answer. Sorry?
And they fast finish.
Sorry?
And then they fast the blood finish.
No, it has a limit. I mean, the blood, another thing, but its days is 40 days
40
fixed.
days.
Yes.
If you are
No, even the blood finish, but some scholars said you have to follow because it's according to hadith. 40 days fixed. I don't know what is Awab Shafi school of thought. Maybe you can share, but I am not. I am not like following particularly any mazhab. If I have the Sahih hadith, I just follow them. It may be some practice with Shafi, some practice with Hanafi. Hanafi don't raise the hand, but I raise the hand. So at this moment I am Shafi. No, actually we should not a level like this. We have one mazhab, and that is Islam. No scholar can prove that what mazhab Rasulullah and Sahaba follow. So if you say, I follow the Rasulullah and his Sahaba, but you said you are this and that, you have this school, you follow this school. I have a taskara in Nilai. You know Nilai? So the Mufti of Seremban called me. What school you follow? Because the big mosque, I give taskara for Bangladeshi workers. One rich Bangladeshi is Dato there, got married Malaysian, very rich. He arranged this program, but finally they cancelled because he asked me about the Dua Kunut and Maturidiyya. I said, why brother? I give taskira only from Quran and Hadith. Why you ask me this question?
Some state like
Yeah, anyway, I mean, it's very personal. I mean, we should not be like that. Until I don't say anything out of the Quran and Hadith, you have to listen. Anyway, so sister, so Ruksa, I was talking Ruksa. Ruksa means like, now 5 times Salah is obligatory, but now I am traveling. Then I can shorten and combine the Salah. Shorten means like 4 rakah Salah, 2 rakah, and I can pray Zohar with Asr in between. And I can pray Maghrib with Salatul Isha. So Asr is advance and Maghrib is delaying. Remember, sometimes we are confused to remember. No confusion. Okay. And you cannot make shorten 3 rakat Salah, only 4 rakat. You cannot pray 1.5 rakat. Okay. There is no such option. Okay, I think the time is going so fast. Okay, Maslaha Mursala, sister, we done Maslaha Mu'tabar. But in conclusion, you just remember Maslaha. Don't divide all this. All are Maslaha. If you want to look with all classification, which classification of Maslaha, maybe it will take long time to adopt it, okay? But now just remember all are Maslaha Mursala, or Maslaha only, or Istisla. So this one, Mulgha.
Sister, you're not going to ask all this like exam, no? Because you said don't remember.
Yeah, those things you, like classification, I am not going to ask.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I am not asking you to not read, or I think what you need to remember, I will just tell you that point, okay? What is the definition? what is the example and what is the application. These three things from each topic you need to remember.
So we have to know the meaning though,
Yeah.
to be able to.
No, I mean meaning is like what is maslaha, what is istihsan,
Yeah.
what is the urf, then what is the example, and what is the application in your life. That's all. These three things mainly we need to remember. No worry, I mean I will give you the guideline before the exam. No problem. And I said the whole course I summarize.
Yes.
Whole course I summarize.
Yes, please.
So I don't remember the kinds of masalah.
Yeah, this one, I mean personally you can read, but why I said, I mean not that important, because for you important is to remember the maslaha. Which classification no one will ask you. Which classification is only for mustahid. Did you get me?
So you mentioned right now, Mu'tabara is directly involved with
Maqasid Sharia.
5 area, right?
Yeah.
So if we want to like simply translate mulgha, it is how to differentiate. I mean, if you want to simply define it, how should we?
Mulga and mursala, we are coming that. Mulga means like literal meaning means like not directly involved, indirectly involved.
Not directly
Mm.
involved.
So not directly involved to
The
not
5 area.
the 5
No,
area.
actually maslaha all involved, but mu'tabar is directly involved. And mulga is like you cannot find directly, but in a other way you can find is related to the public interest. Okay?
So it's not related directly to the 5,
Yeah.
but it goes back to the
Objective of the Sharia.
Sharia,
Yeah.
which is daily needs or public.
Yeah,
needs.
like I said, public transport,
Uh,
like road, all
like
these things.
carry the goodness in solving the problem approach.
As I said, from the definition will not be clear. Just let me finish the example. Okay? Before I finish, if you ask, then you'll be confused. Okay, now ulama, the scholar agree that legislation of person of such interest is invalid and no judicial decree may be issued in their favor. I mean, no direct legislation. But you see the example. Tak faham? Acha. Then second one.
So I guess it's for between the son and the daughter, then will secure public interest. That one will understand why.
Mulga literal meaning mulga alga yulgi. Alga yulgi. Okay, mulga lam gain wow. Write down lagun. Lagu lam gain wow.
Love.
Lag you have in Malay.
I'm just thinking of that word.
Okay. I translate this way. Maslaha mu'tabara. That is involved with the maqasid sharia. Right? And maslaha mursala, you can write these three items now. Maslaha mursala is related to public interest.
Yeah.
Okay. And mulga is apparently looks like public interest but is not according to Sharia. Not according to Sharia. Apparent view. Apparently look like is related to someone's interest or public interest. but is invalid. I repeat again, I don't want to read here because I see when I see your face, I understand you, I mean, not clear or not, okay. Again, Maslaha Mu'tabara, again, Maslaha Mu'tabara is related to, I mean, directly or indirectly, I mean, that is not important. I mean, related to Maqasid al-Sharia. Then, you want to say Mursala first or Mulga first? Okay, Mulga is look like public interest individually or commonly, but is not based on Sharia. And can you add more? That's why that is invalid.
Mulga is invalid. So it's like if you say
Laguun, root word is laguun. Laguun means not valid.
Nonsense.
Not nonsense, because
Lagha is nonsense.
okay, I give you example. Like Allah says in the Quran, وَمَنَافِعُ لِلنَّاسِ, like khamar, drinking. Say manafi'u lin-nas. What is the ayah? I mean, the translation is like this. The khamar is benefit, also harmful at the same time. Look. So at the end of the day is invalid because the benefit is only outside, but actually is harmful for them. Huh? Yeah, appearance. I mean, look likes. I mean, apparently it look likes benefit. For example, the inherent, the miras. If your father decide to give you half of the miras and your brother also will get half, is it according to Sharia? But apparently look likes is very maslaha for you.
Okay.
Because you are not getting less than your brother. Both of you are getting equally. So yeah, it appears to be maslaha for you, but it's not according to Sharia. Yes, it's not allowed. But why we involve here maslaha? Because it looks like maslaha, sister. Don't be confused. Because apparently, because for you, you are following the Sharia, but other people, they don't follow the miras of Sharia. They just distribute equally. We have a lot of example in our society.
This maslaha is not allowed.
Yeah, this maslaha is not allowed. Yes, it's invalid.
Father says what is
Yeah, the father is committing sin, kabair. Because, yes, what is the definition of kabair? If anything is stated in the Quran directly and you are violating that, that is kabair. Even the Imam Zahabi, he mentioned 140 kabair in his book. The book name is Al-Kabair. The book name is Kabair. 140 to 170. He has two different book. Have you heard the name? Al-Kabair, Imam Zahabi. So, okay, now Mursala. Mursala means commonly public interest. Are you clear these three items? Actually, sister, what is your name? Murni. Okay. My sister name also same. Younger one, Murni. Okay. But Fahmida Murni, her name. Okay. Do you know the meaning? Yeah. I'm not sure yet. Maybe. Okay. Sister, are you clear now? No, because my system is after I finish all, then Q&A. So you ask me advance. That's why I just give you the overview. Now I think clear, right? Okay. So maslaha, mu'tabara, mulgha, and mursala. So mursala is actually our main topic. But mu'tabara is related to maqasid al-sharia. But that is also public interest, maslaha.
So anything
Okay.
maslahah because it's public interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why they included three here. Okay, look at the example here. I think this one I mentioned, right? An attempt to give the son and daughter equal share in inheritance on the assumption of that. See, assumption, Assumption, this will secure a public interest. See, even though is between son and daughter, but this considered it as a masla because the Western society and the secular Muslim, they don't follow this.
For example, if let's say they do this and then the family or the whole family approves, is it still considered as a sin?
Of course.
Still.
Of course, is violating the sister, violating the Quran directly. Quran says, لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَزِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ. And I already give you the wisdom. What is the wisdom behind that? Why the male get double than female, right? See this slide? I mean, this one also we discuss is like it is valid if anything in public interest. Okay, now very very important. The Masla Mursala. What is the dalil from the Quran? Okay, so the word rahma, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. I have sent you as a mercy. So the word mercy is rahma. So that means in any rulings we must have the rahma in our action. Okay, rahma. Then Surah Ma'idah, this one I mentioned before. Ma yuridullahu liyaj'ala alaykum min haraj. Allah never intend to impose you the hardship. Right? Then in another ayah, yuridullahu bikumul yusra wala yuridu bikumul usra. Directly, Allah says He wants for you the ease, not the difficult. So the meaning of this all ayah is what? Bringing the ease. That one, jalbul masale, daf'ul mafaz, carrying the goodness and solving the problem. Okay. Then another principle here from the hadith.
I'm a bit confused when you said this one, the dalil. How do we relate this to? I don't know how to relate this at all.
Which one?
The authority of this MM. What does it mean?
No, authority means like what is the evidence that we can apply the maslaha? Is it has the evidence from Quran or not? And from hadith. So from Quranic evidence, the ayah saying that we have to do something beneficial for us, because Allah wants us easy things, not the hardship.
So we apply that.
And this one not only applicable for even for istihsan, can be dalil. Yeah, even can be urf as a dalil, because that's why, sister, you memorize this. All this ijtihadic principle is this one. Jalbul masale wa daful mafasid. The main objective of these tools is what? Carrying the goodness and solving the problem.
Solving the problem.
That's all. Solving the problem means what?
Solving
removing the hardship. Sister, now clear how
So
to?
it is supposed to be the dalil for all this.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily here.
Okay.
We have more and other dalil also, but I just put here. Then I mentioned some is not here, right? Yuridullahu bikumul isra wa la yuridu bikumul usra. Allah wants easiness, not the difficult. Then hadith, yassiru wa la tu'assiru, bashiru wa la tunaffiru. So all this ayah and hadith is related to all these istihadic tools, saying that what? The main thing is jalbul masalih or the full. So this is our summary. Okay? Then yes. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Just now the istisna and the istisna was the okay for personal individual, but istisna is more for public interest.
Yeah.
And then it cannot be repeated because circumstances may change.
Yeah.
So
And another thing you need to remember in istihsan, priority, preference.
istisna.
Yes. This is the main difference. Like we have few option, few issues. Which one we should give priority based on situation.
And also if there is a law, so you can fulfill that law.
Yes.
Right.
And maslaha, apparently we have maslaha, I mean that is like mulga, invalid. Apparently it look like maslaha, but actually is not according to Quran and Hadith. Then mu'tabara is like, I mean related to maqasid al-sharia, and we know the maqasid al-sharia is 5. Maqasid al-sharia actually 3, then daruriyat is 5. Need to remember like this. Daruriyat, hajiyat, tahsiniyat. Can you repeat with me? You feel sleepy, yeah? Daruriyat, hajiyat, tahsiniyat. Then daruriyat 5 kinds. Protection of life, protection of deen, intellect,
Property.
dignity, property. Now clear?
So,
Should I raise my voice more? Okay.
so you say now muqtabara, going back to that. You say it's related to maqasid syariah, but it's the 5, so it's actually daruriyat in maqasid syariah.
Yes.
Okay.
All interrelated.
Okay.
He said mutabarah is not valid. But how it can be?
No, mutabila valid. Mulga not valid.
Link back to the also fake.
You mean the maslaha? This question already answered. Your question is like this maslaha is mulga, invalid. But how it relate to the maslaha? The simple answer is apparently look like, but is not according to Quran and Hadith. Like someone drink the alcohol, that means he feel energetic, right? It look like is benefit for him. And also inheritance of anyone. If father give the miras to the daughter and son equally, it look like what? Is fair, justice.
So we shouldn't apply at all like that.
Yeah. So if maslaha look like apparently but is not according to Sharia, that is invalid. Okay?
The earlier one, this istisna, majority of ulama reject, except
Shafi also reject.
only likely
But other 3 mazhab they accept as a dalil when it's necessary.
when it's necessary, they don't really support.
So Shafi reject means Shafi don't consider as the dalil. But it doesn't mean they don't even pronounce the word istihsan. They don't consider as a dalil. This is the difference.
So they continue to find other
They give priority to others, not istihsan.
Yes.
as a dalil.
But this one, majority of the ulama support.
Yeah, maslaha. I mean, all school of thought they support. But you can find the name maslaha mursala or istisla. Then you cannot tell me, Ustaz, we find istisla, no more maslaha mursala. It has another name, istislah.
Oh, maslaha.
Istislah. The root word is saluha or salah.
Salah, saluha.
Dan tadi Hasan.
Istihsan.
Istihsan.
Hasan dan Salihah.
Our time is very close to. Maybe they will bring the yellow card, right? Yeah, istislah. Okay. Can I discuss some common istihadic principle? Then you may have more understanding. Number one, la darara wa la dirara. So in this tool, all this tool, okay, we need to look this principle. La darara wa la dirara. That means the ruling must be like that. You cannot, that ruling cannot harmful for anyone. La darara wa la dirara.
Not even one.
Yes.
If let's say it brings benefit for more, but maybe harm to minority.
But you cannot apply for everything. For example, I said electricity you need, but it's beneficial for you, it's station. But for other maybe it's not beneficial. It will be helpful because if they are using candle, so your electricity will will help them, right?
Maybe the penghulu's house.
Okay, attention please. What? Eh? Okay.
Okay. So my question just now, meaning it has to be not even 1% can
Inflicted.
Yeah, no one will be harmed. There is no such thing that, I mean, will be harmful even for a single person. That is not the Sharia. So when the mustahid derive the rulings, they look all this principle. Don't get misunderstanding. It's not only this ruling I apply only for one ruling, istihsan or istihsan. No, all this principle they look in any cases. Okay, look at the next one. Ad-dararul khas yatahammalu lidafil darar al-am. Sorry, here the word darar will be here. Darar am will be here, darar will be here. Ad-dararul am. Ad-dararul khas yatahammalu lidafil dararil am. That means a specific harm is tolerated in order to prevent a more general one. Tabaham?
You said just now cannot inflict.
See? See? Now this one another principle. Now how? Okay, no. When I give example, no. It's not harmful, okay. But when the issue is like that, you have now the pork, okay, and you have the chicken but is slaughtered by non-Muslim. According to Sharia, if any slaughtered things, chicken, cow, whatever is it, we are not allowed to eat that, right? But now you have the khanjir, pork, and the chicken. So now, which one less harmful for you? So you have to take chicken. This is another principle. Please don't mix up everything. As I said, you need to have time to revise, need to understand one by one. Don't mix up. Don't apply all the ruling in the same rule. Like I said, Sharia ruling, we cannot harm anyone. We will not be harmful also by the Sharia ruling. But at the same time, when in front of you and the issue, there are two harmful things. So less harm you need to take because you don't have any other option. this one very applicable in our life, sister. Now, you have a male doctor, you have a female doctor, but the case is very relevant to
The male doctor.
male doctor. So, you should go there. Less, even the, yeah, if you go to the female doctor, it will be harmful for you. Because she just graduated, and that male doctor is 15 years experience. The request to all of you, all these things actually is not like we need to understand immediately. It takes time, but need to do revision, and also what is important for you. Try to understand clearly what I am saying. That will be main job. Then how many percentage you remember, that is later. You can remember one by one. So all this ruling we apply in deriving the Sharia ruling, the Masail, the rules. For example, when we apply the La Darara Wala Darara, that is, if anything common, like for example, in front of your house, okay, you want to build something that is harmful for your neighbor. Like in the terrace house, you are not allowed to make balcony up to the road. Is it the rule, right? Now you want to do that. So is what? La darara wa la darara. In that case, you cannot harm and no one can harm you. So all this principle is not applicable for each issue at the same time. Maybe this issue I can apply this. That issue I can apply this.
This is based on situation.
Yes. I think now more clear, right? So, and you see that, and also you see, next ruling, when you take the less harmful, then another ruling, al-imkanu biqadri yadfa'u darar. That means if you are hungry, you don't full of your stomach. You just take the portion that you feel okay. So see, these two ruling we can apply in the same cases, but the previous one cannot. Uh, 1:20, so we stop here. Inshallah, or only take 10 to 15 minutes. We can do next. And I designed the coursework like legal maxim, which is not our contents previously, but I put it for you because legal maxim also important. So I hope from next 3 class, looking at the content, we can match what we have left. We can match, inshallah. So hopefully your urf will be very easy one. And this slide still we have. May I request all of you to read the rest of the slide by yourself, and anything you just take note and ask me next question. Inshallah. Okay, any question, please?
So you couldn't do the mind map for us, right?
Inshallah, even the non-binary, but I do summary whatever the format.
Summary, whatever way.
Whatever format, we do summary.
Yes,
Inshallah.
yes.
Will help
That
us.
one, because then we can take, then we read, we take which one we can understand already. So
We
that's,
can
at least we have that sequence. That's right.
Yeah. Sure. Inshallah. So what we have discussed today is Istihsan and
Son is maslaha.
Maslaha.
Masalah.
Can I summarize within 2 minutes? Okay, Istihsan is when you, remember the Istihsan, the word come to your mind is preference. That means giving priority. So when we have the issue, what we should give the priority? Okay, just simple one. Okay, and Istihsan more on individual. Okay, and maslaha is more on common people, for the public interest, and is basically related to maqasid sharia. Maqasid sharia daruriyat. Okay, protection of life, protection of deen, protection of
Dignity,
Okay. Wealth.
And
Property.
wealth and
Property.
Property.
Okay. Then maslaha, we need to remember, if something appear as a maslaha, as a public interest, but is not based on Quran and Hadith, so that is invalid. That is mulgha. That's all. Okay. And lastly, I would like to say, try to remember the example with the definition. Then it will be more clear. Like sister said, la darara darara, the next one is same. No. Why? That is applicable in another masala,
Masala.
and this one applicable for other issue. Okay, one person. I am Saiful Islam. Can be husband, one person, but can be husband for someone. Son for other person.
Teacher tu.
Teacher for you. So man is same. So we have to look at the situation. What is my identity? Okay? What is my designation?
can be
Okay.
different.
And can be father at the same time, but still same person. Okay? The masail also like this. Based on situation, the identity will be different. And application will be different. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.